So the two main ingredients in lavender oil are lavender, which I have 1 cup of here on the left, and olive oil or jojoba oil or almond oil. I chose olive oil just because I like olive oil. So the first thing you do is you make sure that you have 1 full cup, and it doesn't look like I have a full cup, so I'm gonna just add a little bit into it. Make sure I have a full cup. By the way, I was able to pick up the lavender over at Whole Foods for about $8, and the olive oil was about $8 too. So it's not the the cheapest, but it's also not the most expensive. All right. So after I do that, I'm going to load them into my handy Cuisinart, which I bought from my girlfriend. Pink's a great color, by the way, for a food processor. And the first thing you do is you load in the lavender into it. Once you finish loading the lavender into it, you pour over all the olive oil onto it. And once you do that, you make sure that it's a little bit higher than the lavender. You may need to add a little bit more in later on of the olive oil, just to make sure that it's all covered. Next step, obviously, is you want to cover your mix. Make sure it's snapped in really good. And I got to grind, I got to chop. I'm going to start with the chop first. I'm really going to hope that it doesn't come apart, because yeah, oil is not easy to get out of white walls. Oil is not so, first step, chop it, then you just grind it real here, right? Once it looks like it's pretty well infused, you take your container off of the, take the container off, and then you're going to pour your concoction into the ball jar, right? So once it goes in the ball jar, which I will do right now, give me 1 second. If I can figure out a way to get this guy off. There it goes. Awesome. Right. Once the ball jar, there's what it looks like, nice and pasty. As you can see, it's finely ground. And then I would do this over the sink, but I'm probably not. You pour it in to the ball jar. Oops, I'm gonna have to get that in a second. Oops. I'm not great with the camera, but one-man operation. Now that you've put your entire 2 1/4 cups of olive oil and lavender. Oh, you can smell that. You're going to put it in the ball jar and you're going to seal it. And over the next 2 to 3 weeks, in order to get the fine herbal oil out of the lavender and the olive oil, I'm going to come in every day and I'm going to shake this. So let me tighten this up first. Whoops. There it is. There is the oil. And then, after 2 to 3 weeks of shaking it, turning it upside down, it should be infused. Once it's infused, I'm going to use either cheesecloth. You can pick up this natural cheesecloth for $3 over at, $3? Yeah, it's probably the cheapest thing you could buy at Whole Foods. Anyways, so cheesecloth for about $3 to strain it into my Amber Apothecary jar. Additionally, I'm going to label the bottles, and I'm going to store it in a cool, dark place to make sure that it maintains. Now, how do I change? Or